Hello dear kids, today's story name is The Magic Carpet. Once upon a time in a faraway kingdom there lived a kind and brave prince named Jamshade. The kingdom was full of golden fields and singing rivers. People liked Prince Jamshade because he treated everyone fairly and with a gentle smile. While other rulers used fear, Jamshade believed in justice and kindness. He walked among his people, listened to their stories, and dreamed of helping those who were treated badly. Far away from Jamshade's home there was another king who owned a strange flying carpet. That king was powerful and many people feared him. The carpet could glide above clouds and carry anyone to distant places. But the king used the carpet in a cruel way. If someone upset him, he would force them onto the carpet and send them away as if they had vanished. Whispered tales of this magic made people tremble and hide their faces. One day a poor man gathered his courage and asked that cruel king for a blessing to marry the king's daughter. He spoke humbly and hoped for kindness. The cruel king did not listen with his heart. He grew angry instead. Without a fair trial, he sent the poor man away on the flying carpet. The people watched in sorrow as the carpet took him off into the blue. News of this unfairness traveled like wind and reached Prince Jamshade's ears. Prince Jamshade could not rest after hearing the story. He decided to travel to the distant kingdom and seek justice for the poor man. The prince packed a small bag, mounted his horse, and rode across hills and forests. He traveled through green valleys where birds made melodies and over bridges that creaked softly. The road was long, but Jamshade's heart was steady. He promised himself to speak up for those who could not speak and to bring fairness to the frightened people. On his journey, the prince stopped under a tall tree to eat his simple bread. When he opened the bread, he found tiny ants crawling on it. Instead of brushing them away, he smiled and set the bread down gently. He watched the ants move in a tiny line. Jamshade waited until they had all climbed away. His hands were gentle and his eyes were kind. This small act of care was seen by more than he knew, and would soon bring unexpected friends. Late that afternoon the ants gathered and one small ant wore a tiny crown. It was the ant queen. She spoke in a tiny ringing voice and said she had seen the prince's gentle act. The ant queen promised, "Dear prince, we saw how kindly you treated us. In return we will help you when you need us most." The prince bowed politely and thanked the queen. He did not yet know when help would come, but he felt a warm trust in his heart. A little later Prince Jamshade came upon a fierce tiger lying by a stream. The tiger had a thorn in its paw and it was in pain. The prince moved slowly and spoke softly so the tiger would not fear him. With steady hands he removed the thorn. The tiger looked at him with grateful eyes, gave a low rumble of thanks, and limped back into the green forest. Jamshade felt glad he had helped, not knowing this friend would matter in days to come. As the prince walked on, he met an old wise man sitting beneath a cedar. The old man looked at Jamshade and handed him a gift, a flying carpet similar to the cruel king's. "This will help you reach Princess Kafia's kingdom," the wise man said. The prince accepted with a polite bow. He had heard of Princess Kafia's beauty and, more importantly, her wise and kind heart. Jamshade wished to meet her and hoped to win her hand with courage and care. Prince Jamshade traveled on the magic carpet and soon arrived at Princess Kafia's kingdom. The palace shone like a pearl and the gardens hummed with bees. When the king saw Jamshade, he set two difficult tasks for him before any promise of marriage could be given. Jamshade nodded and accepted the challenge with a brave heart. He promised to try his best and to do everything gently, because his love for the princess was rooted in respect and kindness, not only in words. The first challenge was to extract oil from 100 kilograms of seeds before morning. It sounded impossible for one person. The prince worried as the sun dipped low. Then, like a soft whisper, the ant queen and her army arrived. Tiny bodies worked together, pressing and carrying through the night. By dawn the oil had been extracted. Jamshade thanked the ants with deep gratitude. Everyone was amazed at how small helpers can do great things when they unite with care. The second task asked Jamshade to bring a fierce tiger from the jungle without hurting it. Jamshade feared for the tiger's safety and for his own. Then the same tiger he had helped earlier stepped forward calm and gentle. It walked beside the prince to the palace as if guiding him. The king watched with surprise and slowly his heart warmed. The tasks were completed by kindness and patience, not by force or fear, and the crowd began to whisper with wonder. Seeing both difficult tasks finished, the king felt amazed and relieved. He agreed with a joyful voice to let Prince Jamshid marry Princess Kafiya. A grand celebration filled the palace with music, flowers, and dancing. The princess and the prince stood together smiling and waved to the happy crowd. From that day on, Jamshid and Kafiya ruled with fairness and love. They never forgot that gentle hearts can solve hard problems, and that kindness returns to those who give it. Dear kids, with this today's story comes to an end. Very soon we will be back with a new and interesting story. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching, kids. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more fun and exciting videos of stories. See you next time. Bye-bye.